Nail bling or embellishments can consist of studs, crystals, charms, stones, gems, and so many other 3D little nail accessories. So for the purpose of this video, I'll be going back and forth with the words bling or embellishment. Applying and removing bling is a technique that we all have to master as nail artists. Even if you don't find it to be your style of art, sooner or later, I think you'll come across it. Someone will either want to apply something as simple as striping tape or even remove a jewel on their nails that they got somewhere else. In today's video, we will be learning how to affix or super duper secure bling on the nails using Japanese gel. Hey there, and welcome back to Kokoist USA channel. My name is Paola and I am an educator with Kokoist USA. And if you are new to Kokoist, Kokoist is a brand of soak-off nail gel from Japan. There is an old way and a new way to adhering gems. The old way, which still works by the way, is a two-step process consisting of working with two products. With Japanese gels, those two products would have been a soak-off builder gel followed by a top coat, preferably non-wipe. With Kokoist Japanese gel, you can do it with Platinum Bond Dual or Excel Builder. You lay a dollop of product, or if you are doing a bit more surface area, then you would lay a thicker amount of the soak-off builder gel on a bigger area of the nail. You would then move fast to apply the gems into the gel before the builder gel flattens out or self-levels somewhat, cure, and the second step would be to outline your embellishments with top coat. There are two big but subtle, and I mean subtle, reasons why our crystals or gems do not last on nails after they are applied. Reason number one, bling needs to be embedded. Think about your bling item leaving a print in the product. If you make this a goal every time, you are 50% more likely to ensure that your jewels are super secure and do not fall off. This is much easier with a higher viscosity gel, which is why I recommend a builder gel or a gel specifically designed for affixing. I'll tell you more about that in just a moment, but let's just say you decided to apply with just your base gel. It's going to be a little bit runny. You will have to add multiple coats for you to build some sort of structure, but it just wouldn't be the best option altogether. So builder gel, in this case soak-off builder gel, will be the option with Kokoist. Remember, the gel is not a glue. If you've ever adhered studs with glue, then you may know that glue lays flatter than gel. So remember, when adhering with gel, embedding is king. The second reason why your bling does not last is because reason number two, improper cure. And this happens more often because the embellishment is inhibiting or is in the way of the light from properly curing the gel. This was a super subtle mistake for me early on as a nail tech. I would add a whole bunch of gel thinking surely that will do the trick. But after a couple of failed attempts, I realized this was not the problem. And then I learned that this is rather easily fixed by turning the finger on each side and ensuring it cures for at least 30 seconds on each of those sides before a final full cure with just the finger laying flat in the nail lamp. All right, so far we have learned the old way of applying bling and we've learned the two big mistakes to avoid. Now let's move into the new way of adhering your bling and things. Introducing Non-Wipe Accessory Bond by Kokoist. This product allows you to adhere your bling in one step, and best of all, it stays firm on the nail. So it is the perfect product for the bigger bling. Because this is a non-wipe formula, adding top gel is not necessary. Not that it would be a crime if you wanted to go back and add just a little here or a little there where you thought you may have missed applying some of this accessory bond. Step one, finish your application with top coat. If you're finishing your application matte, then use the matte top gel. Kokoist does carry an option for that. If you're finishing with shine, finish with ultra glossy non-wipe top coat. Now, typically gel does not stick to a shiny surface, but this gel has been formulated to work on top of Kokoist ultra glossy non-wipe top coat. If you are a bit concerned that your accessory bond will not adhere because your top coat is shiny, because the principle in gel again is that shiny does not stick on shiny, then just ensure you apply your accessory bond gel immediately after curing your non-wipe top coat, because after the nail has just cured, there's actually like a little bit of evaporation happening on the top. So I wouldn't say it's wet, but there is some sort of moisture or gel component on top of the nail that you can still kind of work with or activate. Okay, so do not over cure your top coat. I think you will leave it extra super glossy, which is great if that's going to be your end goal. But if you're trying to lay another gel product on top of it, then, just keep this in mind. You should not stress about this. Step 2, apply your accessory bond in dollops or raised dots. Okay, so this will help you embed your bling because, as we covered earlier, embedding is of the utmost importance. Step 3, cure. Now, yes, the gel stays raised for the most part, but with the heat of the room or your lamp or even the client's warm nails or hands, the gel will want to level out a bit. So I do not recommend you work more than one finger at a time. And if you're adding a lot of crystals and things on one nail, again, keep an eye out to ensure the gel does not flatten out. Remember to cure each side because embedding is king for long wear of your embellishments or your bling. Remember to cure each side of the nails 30 seconds before a final cure. I recommend 60 seconds. Step 4, admire. Yes, just like that, you are done. No top coat or wiping the inhibition layer is needed unless the top coat you use underneath had inhibition, then yes, you can wipe now. There is no wiping required. That is just all dependent on what you did, what you used, and all of that. You can literally just stick your charms, your gels, your chains, anything, your embellishments, your bling. This bling gel is more than just a bling gel, okay? We're not just talking crystals and, Swarovskis and studs and all of that. Non-wipe accessory gel is also a great option for raised brush strokes, which have been super trending, right? Super trendy, super popular. I'm sure you've seen them on Instagram if you follow the whole Japanese shell nail niche. Also, think of how easy it is to adhere tiny chain embellishments on the nails. You can brush on some of this accessory gel thoroughly on the chain and thoroughly, and then apply on the nail. And just like that, you are done. Again, top coat is optional, and that's only happening if you think you missed a spot or something like that. But other than that, just put it on there. You're done. Cure 60 seconds. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, now off to the how-to of removing the bling from off of the nails. Here are a few tips. Now, it will break down with acetone. It will take a little bit longer because it is really thick, but it is better to remove with an e-file altogether. But before you do, okay, tip number 1, do not just jump into using your e-file. You can cause it to jump or skip your e-file, that is, which may hurt you or your client. And then remember, glitter and blood, they're just not cute together, right? So just keep that in mind. Instead, try to use a set of nail nippers or a set of dull old nippers, okay? Do not use your sharpened cuticle nippers or you will damage the point of those and they will not be good for cuticle nipping anymore, okay? Or ebony nipping. Tip number 2, do not use ceramic bits. I love ceramic bits, they're my favorite, but hold off. You can use them, just not quite yet. Ceramic can break and or smooth out much faster than a metal bit can. And if you must dig in with your e-file, use a metal bit, maybe one that's a little bit more pointy. Make sure it's carbide or titanium, some sort of metal, so that you can get it in there and not break your bit. You may wear it out a little bit, which is why I don't want you going over studs, crystals, anything with your e-file bit, because it will wear down by like tomorrow, okay? You will not have a carbide with sufficient grit and teeth or flutes to remove the product. Okay, tip number 3, wear eye protection. This is a funny one, true story. I have had a stud literally land in my eye, freaking both me and my client out. I think she even screamed, okay? So think twice before shooting off studs or crystals into the airwaves with your e-file. They really just go anywhere, including your eyes, okay? So if you do your best to apply these 3 tips, you can even leave the crystals intact and have your client keep them, right? Because she paid for them for another service. Then you can just charge for your reapplication of these, okay? If you feel comfortable with that. Again, saving the studs is not your priority. So your priority is to safely remove the bling without injury, all right? Well, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you are feeling super motivated and inspired to create after this nail knowledge regarding removing and applying bling with your Japanese gel. We post videos like this one weekly, so make sure to subscribe and be the first to know when our next video publishes. Check out the description box below for direct links to the items in this video. Hope you can meet us again next week, and bye for now.